Every major regret in your life started the same way. You probably felt something but talked yourself out of it. You didn't really connect with your intuition. Carl Jung, a Swiss psychologist from the early 1900s, not only identified 4 different types of intuition, he also explained how each one of them shows up differently. In this video, we are going to analyze a real-life case study for one of my clients, Anna, who was looking for work, and how her search was tied to each of the 4 different types of intuition as identified by Carl Jung. I'll break down the moment when intuition showed up for her and what would have happened had she dismissed it or questioned it. You'll learn the specific ways how intuition operates so that your past stops looking like a series of mistakes and starts looking like missed messages you can still learn to hear. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Vaishali Nikhade. I am an engineer turned psychic, and I show you how you can leverage the power of intuition in order to make decisions with ease. Not only have I helped Anna, but I've helped people navigate difficult situations using their intuition, and you too can do the same before you end up in one. So let's get into it. How would an interviewer asking a tiebreaker question be tied to thinking intuition? Anna was sitting in the room and she was across the last interviewer when he said that he was going to ask her a tiebreaker question. The question each and every interviewee gets asked, and they are judged not by the solution, but how they approach the problem and come to the solution. So Anna asked the interviewer to repeat the question. And by doing so, she was tapping into her thinking intuition. So, what happens when the interviewer repeats the question? Anna kind of sort of knew the answer, but she wanted to connect the dots between her kind of sort of knowing and coming to the full solution. Think of it as blending logic with intuition in the blink of an eye. The result, she cracked the solution in less than a minute. The interviewer excused himself, and as Anna took a sip of water, the boss, John, walked into the room. John mentions to Anna, "We have interviewed lots and lots of people, and nobody has cracked that question in less than a minute. People have worked on it for over 10 to 15 minutes and yet struggled to come up with an answer. And in less than a minute, you are the first person to do so. I'm going to go ahead and make you an offer," and they start discussing the projects as well as the offer. So what would have happened had Anna not used her thinking intuition? Well, she may not have gotten to the answer so quickly, and the offer may not have been as appealing. She used her thinking intuition, which blends logic and reason. And while it may sound contradictory, thinking intuition helps us jump to conclusions that make sense in hindsight, even if logically we didn't work every step of the way to get there. So in short, Anna used her thinking intuition to guide her to the solution, which was smarter than using logic. So if you were Anna and you got handed an out of the blue question in an interview, what would your first reaction have been? Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Can an airplane whisper contribute to judging intuition? As Anna is traveling on an airplane after the interview, she hears a soft whisper, "Go and get another offer." It doesn't make sense in present time because she had a really wonderful interview. But Anna uses her judging intuition and decides to keep interviewing. What is judging intuition? Judging intuition is all about seeing the big picture, meaning anticipating future trends, recognizing patterns, and understanding the broader meaning behind events. It's like having an inner compass that helps you see beyond the immediate moment and plan for the future in a way. During the moment of her plane ride, Anna realized that getting another offer made absolutely no sense whatsoever. But she recognized that doing so wasn't really going to hurt her. Had she dismissed her intuition, she wouldn't really have gone and interviewed at other places. So, if you were in Anna's shoes and had such a wonderful interview, would you go ahead and interview at other places? In particular, if you'd already made up your mind to join John's company. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Can a simple congratulations from the boss connect you with your feeling intuition? After Anna accepts the offer, she has some obligations to fulfill, which makes her start date uncertain. So she calls John to let him know that she'll get back to him once her start date is finalized. So when Anna calls John to give him her start date, he congratulates her. But Anna senses that something is off in his voice. The energy is flat and she was expecting him to be excited. Here, Anna is using her feeling intuition, where she has an almost empathic ability to sense what the boss is going through, even though he's not explicitly saying it. So, why was John's voice flat? Anna wasn't sure if she was imagining it or it was a real thing. She realized that only time would tell. Without watching the rest of the video, can you tell why did Anna feel that something was off in John's voice? Is she hallucinating or is this for real? Can your first day at work connect you to sensing intuition? As the question lingers in Anna's mind, she relocates for her new job and is excited to start her first day at work. Yet, as she enters the building, something in the environment feels different. She's not sure if it's just nerves or she is imagining and making up things. As she tries to make sense of the weird mixture of emotions, she walks past John's office and looks through the glass window. Shocker, another person is sitting in there. But her sensing intuition had already picked things up. Sensing intuition is picking up clues in the environment that others may overlook. The environment had shifted between the time she interviewed and the time she joined. And seeing a new person sitting in John's office was just a confirmation of that. And here is just a quick note. While feeling intuition is to pick up feelings about a person, sensing intuition is more to pick up clues from the environment. So, do you want to know more about how Anna's story played out in real life after she saw a different person sitting in John's office? How did she leverage her intuition and take some steps that put her ahead in the game? That is the subject of my next video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!